Okay, so for this next song, I really wanted to do another Beatles song. I like the Beatles. And I was kind of looking through some Beatles songs, and I'm like, okay, that's a little too easy. That's maybe a little too tricky. That one's going to take me like hours to kind of sort through and figure out an arrangement. And then I came across 8 Days a Week by the Beatles. And I was like, okay, that's pretty easy. It's like D and like, you know, an E7, G, I think, stuff like that. So anyway, so I typed it out. I'm trying to go from like sort of off the top of my head. Okay, so the intro does have some interesting stuff, and it's a little high up on the neck. It goes up as high as the 12th fret. Okay, so it really kind of squeezes your fingers in there. And so it'll take a little bit of practice kind of getting used to, because most people are so used to playing chords like down here where the frets are a little further apart and you can sort of, you know, fit your fingers in easier. Way up at the 12th fret, see if you look, like I really have to cram my fingers in. So I'm playing the 12th fret, the 11th fret, and the 10th fret. And the 10th fret finger is really like kind of squashed underneath the finger I'm using for the 11th fret. So you really have to kind of squeeze your fingers in there. But it's totally doable. The most important thing is to make sure that you're completely in tune. Okay? So you may want to pause the video and make sure that you're really perfectly in tune. Because what happens is, on any fretted instrument, the frets aren't all perfectly in tune. They're like sort of approximations of the in tune note. So if you're not perfectly in tune with the open strings, those approximations, like if you're slightly flat on a string and the fret is approximately a C, but it's a little bit, tiny bit flat of a C to make everything work on, you know, it's all like physics and science and stuff like that. But if a note is slightly flat of a C, and it sounds fine, it sounds okay, it all works, but your string is slightly flat, now that note C that's slightly flat is now slightly more flat, and it could start to now sound bad. So make sure that you're really totally in tune, and we'll do 8 days a week. So you know what? I'm going to double check that I'm in tune too. So here's a perfect time to pause the video and make sure you're in tune. So I just retuned, and I had tuned before, but then when I was playing, I noticed that it was a little bit out of tune. And if you have an electronic tuner, which I recommend that you have because it's very accurate, you may notice that if you tune a string to be properly in tune, okay, then just for kind of fun, check it out. So this is a C string. Then play the first fret. Okay, that should come up as a C sharp. And you'll notice that it's not perfectly a C sharp. The next note should be a D. And you notice it's not perfectly a D. The next note is a D sharp. Again, you probably notice it's not perfectly a D sharp. So you start to see some of the notes will be pretty close to being perfect. Some of the notes will be slightly sharp. Some of the notes will be slightly flat. And you'll see what I mean by how it's sort of, you know, just approximations. But anyway, so the intro is a D chord, but it's moved around. On a guitar, it's played, you know, pretty high up. So I'm playing the 7th fret on the G, the 6th fret on the C string, the 5th fret on the E, and then the open A string. Okay. See, my A string was slightly out. What happens is the strings, from touching them, they warm up and stretch a little bit, so they can tend to go a little bit flat. And then if you set the guitar down for a minute and a half or whatever, and then pick it up and play a chord, the strings have cooled and shrunk a little bit, so they go sharp. So you just have to kind of be careful with the tuning. So anyway, so what I'm doing is 7-6-5-0, 7-6-5-0, then 7-6-7 with my pinky on the E string, and then my pinky back off. So dun, 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 dun. Okay, then we go up 2 frets. So now we're 9-8-7, 0 still. This is an E/D chord, and we do the exact same move. It sounds slightly out of tune. Then we go up to the 12th fret. So now we're at 12, 11, 10 with the open, and that's now a G/D chord. And we do the exact same move, and then back down to the 7th fret. Okay, so the intro is and that's it. Now the rest of the song is all super easy. Okay, so is that right? Yeah. Okay, so the verse is D, and all of the chords are 4 beats long. So it's D, E7. Why does that sound terrible? Because my A will not stay in tune. Okay, so D, so E7, G, D, D, E, G, D. Okay, I know why I was playing an E major 7. That's why it sounded out of key. Sorry, E major 7. Okay, which is barred at the 4th fret, so 4, 4, 4, and then 5th fret on the A string. There we go. That now sounds in key. Okay, so D. So the verse is. Then again, D, E7, G, D. Okay, then the chorus is B minor, G, B minor, E, D, E7, G, D. Okay, so that's the chorus. Easy. Then it does the verse again. Chorus again, B minor, G, B minor, E, D, E7, G, D. Then the bridge, A, B minor. Okay, and you strum it on the first beat and hold it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4. So that's the bridge. Okay, so again, the bridge, I'll play through it. What is the bridge? Okay. Now. D, into the verse. So, okay, what messed me up was what I'm calling the bridge, all of a sudden now I'm starting to think maybe that's the chorus. I don't know. I'll leave it as the bridge. But it's the you know, 8 days a week is something. 8 days a week. So that, I don't know if that's the chorus, but we'll leave it at the bridge. Okay, then it does the verse. Then the chorus. Then the bridge again. Then a verse again. Chorus. Okay, then there's a little tag at the end where it does 8 days a week again, so G to D again, 8 days a week, G to D. Then it does the intro. Sorry. But it ends on the D chord just playing. So the outro, without me messing up. And the song is done. So easy, simple. The intro is kind of neat. It's easy to play, and it sounds nice on ukulele because it has, you know, the higher notes and everything. But it's also like full because you're strumming for the whole song. You're strumming all the strings, the entire song. So it really sounds nice and full on ukulele. I like it. You know, with so many millions of songs in the world, I was going to say, like, I'm surprised I haven't done this sooner, but, you know, there's so many songs. But anyway, so there you go. 8 Days a Week by the Beatles. Easy, nice, fun. Enjoy.